Ugh, not this again. Another me. What year do you happen to be from? You know what? Let me guess. HP Omen 15. It has crazy angular edges. Ports are on the back. Hewlett-Packard logo. Big keyboard. Huge touchpad. And I feel like the speakers light up when they play music. Yep, that's the HP Omen 15 from 2015 with the Intel Haswell processor and an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 960M for a GPU. I remember that thing, but what I really want to know is, what is up with that Merce? Merce? Actually, this is a rucksack, very trendy in 2015, a lot more practical than a briefcase. I see you're not following any fashion trends yourself, considering you're wearing mom jeans, but since your future me and HP partnered and briefed me on what's happening here, I already know that's the HP Omen 15 2019. Let's just do this video and show the audience how far the HP Omen 15 has come over the past 4 years. Mom jeans, bruh. I mean, you know you're just really insulting your future self, right? The HP Omen 2019 has an aluminum lid with a dual tone texture on top, giving this laptop a gaming feel. It's 20 millimeters at its thickest point, weighs 4.96 pounds, and has a central hinge to hold the display. To be honest, I personally think the 2015 model looks better. It's more premium with a metal lid, a metal deck with the only plastic being the big vent on the bottom. It has a clean angular design with edgy curves. There's no crazy gaming lines or logo, just a clean laptop that says Hewlett-Packard on it. Not only does this look great for gaming, you could take this into the office and blend right in. The design may be clean, but the angles are so deep that they had to put the ports on the back, which is not a bad thing as it keeps the cables out of sight, but I'd still rather have this design. It offers a slightly better selection of ports to choose from. Plus, you can upgrade the RAM, Wi-Fi card, and the M2 NVMe SSD, which gets really, really nice read and write speeds. So this is kind of awkward. You can't open up the bottom of the 2015 model. No screws to get inside. I'm sure you can do it somehow, but I highly don't think it's recommended. Oh, by the way, did I tell you how pretty this model is? Honestly, that is horrible. That should not be allowed on a gaming laptop. Thankfully, they redesigned the chassis in 2016 to allow access. Speaking of access, you can buy the HP Omen 15 with a 4K OLED display or a Full HD panel that's IPS at 144 Hertz. High refresh rates allow gaming to be much more enjoyable. 4K? Oh man, I don't think 4K was really that popular in 2015, and I could only dream to have 144 Hertz on my display. This is just a beautiful 60 Hertz 1080p panel that gets the job done. Okay, let's talk about performance. That's where I feel the biggest updates have been made. My model comes with an RTX 2060, which is using NVIDIA's Turing architecture. The jump from Maxwell to Pascal then to Turing offered some of the biggest performance improvements we've seen in years. Based on a simple Firestrike test alone, you can see how much better the GPU performance is today compared to 2015. Wow, benchmarks, how original. What about gameplay? Because the GTX 960M inside of this bad boy can play Overwatch at 66 frames per second at 1080p on medium settings. Aww, 66 frames per second. How cute. Just enough for the game to look nice and smooth. Well, big guy, the 2019 model is able to play Overwatch with the same settings at 227 frames per second. That's over 3 times the speed in just 4 years. The story holds true for every single game that was tested on both machines. In fact, Overwatch is pretty much the only game the 2015 model can handle over 60 frames per second. Man, yeah, that is impressive. Huge. The leap from NVIDIA's Maxwell architecture to Turing is bonkers. Leap is kind of putting it lightly. They also introduced RT cores enabling fast real-time ray tracing with accurate shadows, reflections, and lighting. Look at the difference. This stuff used to be reserved for super expensive graphic cards. Games look a lot more immersive today than they ever have been before. Plus, you can now stream and game at the same time with the NV encoder, which relieves a lot of stress from the CPU. The jump from the 960M to the RTX 2060 more than doubles the encoding performance. You know, usually I think future me is a pretty big bonehead, But this is the first time I think I'm gonna take your side and say that upgrading from a 2015 Omen 15 to a 2019 model is completely worth it. I just wish it had the same size touchpad and cleaner design. But hey, that's purely subjective. Aw, thanks, man. Glad we could agree on something for once. Gaming laptops today are closer than ever to their desktop counterparts. NVIDIA's RTX lineup has the potential to play all the latest modern titles with high frame rates, improved visuals, packed into more portable designs. I'll place a link below if you're interested in checking out the latest Omen 15. By the way, dude, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call your rucksack a merce. You're such a beautiful, handsome man. No worries, man. It's a bit mercy, but your jeans are not full mom either. Like a soccer mom. But hey, you know what? You're pretty good looking yourself. And I bet you also
It's true, I really do,
all the
ladies.
I mean, 2015 me is quite
I mean,
beautiful. You are
Future
such
me's
a
not so
humble,
bad.
humble human being.
You're balding a little
if I
bit,
had
but, that's
the same
life.
sense of style as you did back
and
in
your beard is full of
2015, I
white
think
hair,
my
but
life
you're
in
still, you
2019
got that
would
silver
be much
fox
better.
going on.
Your hair, your
which is
skin
cool.
is just as
Soft
fine.
as a baby's bottom.
Kind of like a fine
Which is
wine.
such-
The older you get.